Melanie Hall sat in the reception area of the Manchester Dragon Affairs Office, tapping her finger against her arm, and wishing they'd hurry the hell up. She'd been sitting for nearly an hour, and with each minute that ticked by, she started to doubt her eligibility. If she didn't qualify to sacrifice herself to one of the British dragon shifter clans, her younger brother would die. Only the blood of a dragon could cure her brother's antibiotic-resistant CRE infection. A woman dressed in a grey suit emerged from the far doorway and walked toward her. When she reached Mel, the woman said, "Are you Melanie Hall?" Mel nodded, and the woman turned. "Then follow me." "This is it." Mel rubbed her hands against her black trousers before she stood up and followed the woman. They went down one dull, poorly lit corridor and then turned left to go down another. The woman in the grey suit finally stopped in front of a door that read, "Human Sacrifice Liaison," and turned the doorknob. Rather than enter, the middle-aged woman motioned for Mel to go inside. She obeyed, and as soon as she entered the room, the door slammed shut behind her. A man not much older than her 25 years sat at a desk piled high with folders and papers. The room couldn't be bigger than 10 feet by 10 feet, but it felt even smaller since every available space on the walls was decorated with different maps of the UK. Some were partitioned into 5 sections, while others had little pins pushed into them. She had no idea what the pins stood for, but the map divided into 5 represented the 5 dragon shifter clans of the United Kingdom. 2 in England, 1 in Scotland, 1 in Northern Ireland, and 1 in Wales. One of which might soon be her home for the next 6 months. The man cleared his throat, and she moved her attention from the walls to his face. When she met his blue eyes, he said, "Take a seat." Mel sat down in the faded plush chair in front of his desk and waited in silence. She had a tendency to say the wrong thing at the wrong time, and while she usually didn't mind, right now it could end up costing her brother his life. The man picked up a file folder and scanned something inside with his eyes, and then set it down. She wanted to scream for him to tell her the results, but she bit the inside of her cheek to hold her tongue. The man's almost bored voice finally filled the room. "Ms. Hall, the genetic testing results say that you are compatible with dragon shifter DNA and should have no problem conceiving one of their offspring. You also cleared all of the extensive psychological tests. If you're still interested in sacrificing yourself, we can begin the final interview." Mel blinked. Despite her chances being 1 in 1,000 that she could bear a dragon shifter child, she qualified. Her younger brother would get the needed dragon's blood and be able to live out a long life free of pain. He now had a future.